Good evening, my friend. Hopefully, you've had another fantastic week. You've been following your meal plan, you've been getting your workouts in, you've been doing your evening journaling, and you're starting to feel better and see the progress change. Today, we're going to talk about a very important topic that often gets overlooked when talking about improving health, and that's eliminating and reducing toxins. This is one of the key pillars of making habit changes so that you can see your health improve. Many people don't realize the role that toxins play in how disease shows up in the body. Oftentimes, autoimmune diseases or certain neurological diseases are triggered due to the accumulation of toxins. So, tonight we're going to do a deeper dive in so that you understand one, what toxins are, how to identify them, and more importantly, how to eliminate them from your house and your body. So, you know me, I love to start at the ground level so that we understand the words that we're using, and then we'll build up from there. So, the first thing we're going to do is define what are toxins. Toxins are harmful substances that cause damage to the body when they accumulate in high concentrations. They can be naturally occurring, but most of them are man made and found in various everyday products that you use. So there are three main types of toxins, or three types of toxins on where they'll come from. You have your environmental toxins. These include pollutants from the air, water, and soil. These are going to be things like heavy metals, pesticides, and industry chemicals. Then you have biological toxins. These are naturally occurring substances produced by plants, animals, or bacteria, such as mycotoxins from mold and endotoxins from bacteria. So you got naturally occurring toxins, you've got environmental toxins, and then you got chemical toxins. And these are the biggest ones that are affect most people. These are the synthetic chemicals found in products like household cleaners, cosmetics, processed foods, herbicides, pesticides, the whole gambit. So we're going to do a deeper dive in each one of these areas, as well as how it's actually going to impact you so that you can start to recognize them and make the necessary shifts to move away from them. So, how does it impact your health? Several different ways, but with everything, there's the acute and there's the chronic. Acute means now, right now, what's happening in the immediate. Expute, acute exposure to high levels of toxins can cause immediate health issues like headaches, dizziness, nausea, respiratory distress. So that's shortness of breath. Now, chronic exposure, that's exposure over a long time. These are going to lead to long term health problems like cancer, hormone imbalances, neurological disorders, and weakened immune function. Those four right there are the reasons why toxins are really bad. The acute issues, the nausea, the respiratory distress, you can tell immediately that that's a problem. You've ever walked into uh, a store, or forget a store, you ever walked into a room that was just freshly painted? The amount of chemicals in the air can make you lightheaded, can make you nauseous. If you've ever walked past the chemical plant, same situation. So that's acute. You can tell when that happens. Now, the chronic exposure, it's happening at such low levels that you don't recognize that it's a problem until it becomes a problem. And so Cancer is one of them. A lot of autoimmune diseases are triggered by overexposure or chronic exposure to toxins because they're often the hormonal imbalances. Women who are dealing with certain issues, that's a part of it. Because it's having such impacts on your hormonal, neurological, and immune function, these toxins are going to interfere with you on the cellular level. They disrupt the endocrine system. The endocrine system is what's controlling your hormones. They impair your liver function because the liver is one of the organs that is our natural detoxifier. So when you have it under a constant assault of toxins, it gets overworked. It would be the same as if you tried to, let me see, what's a good, yeah, here's a good example. You ever did laundry 2 or 3 loads, and then you go to dry the next load of laundry, and it doesn't dry as good? It's probably because you didn't go clean out the filter that catches all the lint. But you go back, you clean the lint trap, get rid of all the lint, dry that same clothes, and they're done like that. That filter gets clogged up. That filter gets overused. The same thing happens to your liver when it's trying to fight off this onslaught of toxins coming from the food, the air, and the products that you use. On top of the liver, it stresses the kidneys and the pancreas, also part of the filtration system of the body. Because of all of this cellular damage, the liver and the liver problems, it's going to contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress in your body. Inflammation is when the body is trying to fight off disease or fight off illness. And the oxidative stress, oxidation, is when your body is missing oxygen. And when things start to oxidize, they start to break down. So these chemicals are causing inflammation and oxidative stress while also lowering your immune function. It's no wonder you end up sick. Bioaccumulation. This is where the toxins accumulate in the body tissues over time, more particularly in fat cells, leading to a higher toxic burden. This is why oftentimes when you start to eat healthier, or you do a detox, or you start to lose weight, you'll find yourself getting sicker before you get better. It's because your body is releasing all the stored toxins that were stored in the fat that's now being burned and let loose. These excess toxins can also build up and block the body's natural way of eliminating toxins. The body gets rid of toxins through our liver, kidneys, and skin. When your body is trying to push all these toxins out, they get blocked in the skin. That's why some people have skin issues, acne, and other outward representations that something's going on under the skin. Well, where are these toxins found, coach? That's the next questions you're going to ask me, right? Well, toxins are found in a bunch of different places. They're found in food, they're found in personal care products, they're found in cleaning products, they're found in clothes. So let's break each one of these down so that you understand how are these toxins getting into your food. So even as a vegan, even as someone that's eating plant-based, we are still being exposed to toxins. If you're not eating 100% organic, you're eating pesticides and herbicides. Pesticides are used to help keep pests off of the fruits and vegetables as they're growing. The herbicides are typically fertilizers to help grow a better yielding produce. They're used to grow all of your foods, whether it be grains, beans, legumes, nuts, seeds. They are there to protect the crops from pests and weeds, but the residue ends up in the food or on the food. And this especially happens in non-organic produce. This lead to hormone disruption, neurotoxicity, and increased cancer risk. It also shows up in your food as food additives and preservatives, artificial colors. They just told you right there, artificial, fake, fake colors. That's a toxin. Flavors that are not natural. These are toxins. Most sweeteners, especially aspartame, toxins. Preservatives, sodium benzenate. There's a list that's so long, I would spend the next 30 minutes reading them. But these are in your food. If you are not able to read it, it is probably a chemical compound that your body will see as a toxin. You also have to be wary of heavy metals in food, mercury in fish, lead in contaminated water in certain crops, arsenic, aluminum. These are all heavy metals are neurotoxins. Neurotoxins mean they block the brain function, they cause kidney damage, and they create developmental delays in children. Your processed foods are the next source of toxins. They're heavily refined, they contain added sugars, unhealthy fats, and chemical additives. These are the foods that lead to obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and more toxic burden. So you see how changing how you eat and being more mindful of how you choose your food and where your food comes from is going to play a role in improving your health because you'll be reducing the toxins. Now I'm gonna move a little bit faster because I see that taking a bit of time here. And we only got about 10 minutes left before Zoom kicks us off. Now, here is a part that is grossly overlooked when it comes to contact with toxins, and that is personal care products, the items that we put on our skin and hair. The reason why this is overlooked is because most people don't understand that our biggest organ system is our skin. What you put on the skin is absorbed into the body and makes its way into the bloodstream. So if you're using cosmetics and skincare products that are full of parabens, phthalates, synthetic fragrances, and formaldehyde releasing preservatives, you're going to be introducing all of those toxins to your body. So now you're going to disrupt your hormones. You're going to irritate your skin and have an increased risk of breast cancer in women. Hair care products. These have sulfates, parabens, and synthetic dyes. They cause scalp irritation, hair loss, and when you absorb these chemicals into your skin, they're going into the most sensitive part of your body first, your brain. So these are seeping directly into the neurological pathways that are responsible for your body being able to function. You've got deodorants and antiperspirants, the aluminum compounds, the tricocelin, and the synthetic fragrances increase your risk for breast cancer, skin irritation, and more hormone disruption. All of these items block the lymph nodes, and under your arms are some of the biggest lymphs that we have in our lymphatic system. Toothpaste and mouthwash. These contain sodium lauryl sulfate, artificial colors, tricoxylin. What is the other thing? Fluoride. These are going to disrupt your oral microbe, your gut microbe when ingested, and cause gum irritation. And believe it or not, they don't help you build up your teeth enamel. There are plant based options for all of these things. And I'll get into that a little bit deeper when we go into how to avoid them. You also find toxins in your cleaning products, ammonium, chloride, phthalates, volatile organic compounds. These are going to create respiratory issues, skin irritations, and more long term accumulation of toxins that are going to affect your liver and kidney. It's vital that you pay attention to these things. Laundry detergents and fabric softeners, again, they're going to have suffocants, optical brighteners, synthetic fragrances, phthalates, formaldehyde, synthetic fragrances, sodium lauryl sulfate, phosphates, artificial colors. So this is your air fresheners, deodorants, dishwashing liquids, detergents. All of these chemicals that you're bringing into your body, when you touch them, when you breathe them in, your body has to process them. More specifically, your liver and your kidneys, causing them to be overworked. And when they cannot eliminate, your body begins to accumulate by storing it in the fat, like we discussed earlier. Now, they're also found in clothes, but more to a lesser degree. I want to spend the rest of the time talking about how to eliminate and reduce the toxins. Because now that you're aware of the problem and what it causes, now let's get proactive, because it's about getting ahead of the curve, unlearning what we need to unlearn, and relearning what we need to learn so that we can reach optimal health, thrive, and feel better as we get older without aging. First and foremost, let's tackle the food, because this is the easiest place to reduce your toxins. Eat as much whole foods that come from plants as possible. Make as much of those whole foods organic as you can afford. Organic fruits and vegetables reduce your pesticide exposure. Of course, we live in America, so there's no true way to see if everything is fully organic or not. But by eating more whole foods, you're going to reduce that load on yourself. Because of doing this, you're going to be reducing, well, eating organic foods first and foremost. Now that you're choosing whole fruits and vegetables, you're going to be reducing the amount of processed foods that you're eating. Because when you're eating the processed foods, you eliminate a large list of the toxins that you're exposed to through the preservatives, the artificial colors, and the like. We discussed that more before. Drinking distilled or spring water. These are the three moves to help you eliminate toxins from your food. Eat as much organic produce and foods as you can. Eat as much whole foods as you possibly can, eliminating processed foods. And if you do have to eat processed foods, make sure that it's 5 ingredients or less. And the ingredients that are on the package are ingredients that you can easily read and understand. And thirdly, drinking fresh, clean water. Fresh, clean water equals to spring water or distilled water. Distilled water is the best water because it eliminates all toxins, even fluoride. It eliminates the microplastics, the chemicals, the medications that have seeped into the water. How do you remove toxins from your personal care products? Great question. I have an answer for you. You want to read your labels carefully. Choose products that are all natural, non toxic. Look for certifications like organic or cruelty free. Better yet, start to make your own, or shop with small business owners who focus on creating healthier personal care products. I have a brand, Love Blossoms, that I've been using for most of my skin and hair care products. For my toothpaste, there's a natural brand that I use. For my deodorant, there's a couple of brands that I use. Most of them are local, so I don't know if you'll be able to find them where you are, but there are artisans all over that are creating these products. Make sure that they are plant-based. When you're looking at plant-based, they eliminate a lot of those toxins. Your cleaning products, the same thing. You can use all natural alternatives. There are a couple of brands that I like to use. Ecos is a brand. Um, Five Elements is another one of the cleaning brands that I like. Method is another good brand. Um, you can also use Castile soap. You can make your own. I'll do a video soon about my own cleaning and deodorizing spray that I use to wipe down counters and disinfect the rest of the house. It's very simple ingredients that you probably already have laying around. Talked about cleaning products, talked about personal care products. The same goes with washing your clothes. That's how you relieve and remove toxins from your life. When you remove the toxins, you decrease the stress that you're putting on your kidneys and your liver so that they're able to function at a higher rate. You're going to improve your immune function. You're going to start to feel better. You'll have more mental clarity because now your brain doesn't have to move through all of these neural pathways to try to clean them out to get the signals that they've been trying to get for you. So now you have actionable steps to move forward to eliminate the toxins that have been a hurdle and a possible hindrance to you improving your health. Until next week, follow your plan, reach out if you need me. I'm here. Eat, move, and think your way to better health. Peace.